think it was a powerful speech, right? I think from everyone, and everybody sharing their things. Few things. At first, it's truly a pleasure and honor for me to be with all of you and to share the dais. Standing in midst of such powerful, experienced leaders, right here, with the passionate of what Nagendra is bringing in, young minds, each one of you, right, to hear us, the committed principal, faculty, who are truly believing in, I think there is a power of the purposeful innovation. That's what I look at, right? And grassroots innovation, I want to call it, right? I think it's truly energizing for me. When the sir was mentioning, Tangirala Garu about us, I just remembered my engineering, right? I did my schooling in a railway school, not from a big grammar school or whatever you think, right? The broken English, to face the thing was very, very tough for me. I studied in a AP residential junior college. I just went in. It was very tough. From there, I did NIT Varangal or RC Varangal. My goal was only very simple. I want to mention that, right? For me, somebody going from Hyderabad and all at that time to pay hostel education was very tough. So my father said, why are you going and doing I said that for the brand, REC Varangal, we used to bring in a brand because it will help you to get a recognition, right? Or to get a job. That was our main aim. I just said fees was 3,700 rupees. The registrar told if you are top in the class, the fees will be waived. That's all. I had only that in my mind. Whatever it is, I should be the top in the class so that I don't need to depend on my father. Why I'm just mentioning that is, I still remember 3,701 rupees. I used to do a lot of activities, but I used to come back and say that I have to gain that. And why I started this journey is, what is that for you? I think you need to figure that out very, very early. That's very important. But before that, I want to begin saying that thanks once again to the Research Heights Foundation, Nagendra Garu, and the entire team for that beautiful platform, right? I think how you can integrate the students, the entire academia, the technology, the industry, and the government, right? Coming together for a very, very meaningful purpose, right? I think somebody asked, do you really know what sustainability means? Why are you here today? What is your key takeaway? When you walk out of the room, what do you want to do? I think that's what I want you to question yourself. This center of excellence, right? I think it's a powerful platform. In fact, I don't want to say it's a platform. I think it's a movement which can truly bring together, all the fresh perspectives from you, the faculty mentorship and the industry, right? Where, if the government officials are here today, or they, to really spare their powerful time here to really tell what is the challenge on the ground, I think we're truly grateful. I really want to say, Nagendra Garu, I think it's truly a very impactful to bring in the research, the innovation with a societal impact. From there, I just want to mention, what it would truly mean for you, right? For all of us here, right? That's what I want to say. First, for my message to the students, right? Leave the big jargons, right? We spoke sustainability and all of that, right? I definitely want all of you to go. For me, always why I started my story a little bit is standing up for yourself. What it would mean for standing up for yourself, right? When you are successful, everybody spoke, right? How tough or how cruel the reality is going to be when you enter out. The industry is moving at a very faster pace. It's just not a technology. The sir was mentioning, right? It's not the technology which is going to enable you. It is the practitioner's view. Gone are the days. For me, I saw mainframes to AS400 to, the SAP. Today, it's all AI ML. Humans are not needed anymore. We are speaking of integration of human and bots. How do we work together? In that, what is going to be critical is, as Tangirala Garu mentioned, the industry knowledge. It's not about just the technology, but how are you going to really understand the practitioner view? I think that's going to make you successful. That's where I want to mention the center of excellence. Please leverage your technology or what are you reading in your books from a practitioner's standpoint. Can I really use this line of code to make something useful, or first to understand the logic? Or can I really do something to make a drone, fly? Or can I really make a robot work? I mean, that's a practitioner view. After that, I think that becomes a fundamental. As you blink, the technology will change. I can guarantee that. But the fundamentals you learn, right, is going to stay with you. So that's a very important aspect. But what do I need from you? I'm speaking directly to you, all the students. I want you to leverage this platform to try first, to fail, to understand what is it that I can impact. You don't need to really solve the big problems, what we are telling. Can you solve a small problem? How can I bring clean water to my house first? Then you start thinking, can I do to 10 houses? Then to the society. That's the reason I said stand up for yourself. The moment you are there to start standing up for yourself, he explained the journey, right? Then you will say, I will stand up for my family, then for my society and the organization. That's the impact. But start thinking of that. We speak of these all technologies, right? I think it's truly equates when I stand here from Tech Mahindra, right? Also technology for good. Because AI ML is coming in, but how can I really see if I'm writing 10 lines of code? Can I really impact the data center, energy, usage and all? Can I reduce it? That's the innovation, I think, grassroots innovation we are speaking of. From there, I think I want to say to the faculty, right? I think it's a great platform. I think, sir, I've seen the passionate, so many clubs and councils that you have set up. I think you are truly the bridge between the students and the industry, the government and all, to really, you bring the depth, you understand the student young mentality, but how can you bridge this gap is one which will truly depend on you. While I'm telling equally their responsibility, I think, from the faculty also to bring the problems, help them out, small problems to solve. My request once again, I think we have the entire industry, the academia and the government, along with the foundation, the Research Heights Foundation as well. Please leverage this platform to throw some ground root challenges which they can make an impact. With all of that said, right, I want to say the platform, right, it's just not a platform as an initiative. It's truly needed these days. It's very timely, but it's essential because we spoke of UN goals, but I like that word, act local and impact global. So you have that opportunity today, right? A small thing can you do for a small innovation, but please do leverage. Gone are the days which everybody is expecting, very, very basic, right? The chatbot, the AI ML is already going to do it for you. You need to think, how can I make it creative? The fresh perspectives that you can bring to the table. The last I want to leave into the table is because when I walked in, I heard Ashok sir mentioning, right? What are we working for? When you walk out, think, what do I want to become? What do I want to solve? I have some small picture, but I think it will help you go around. The last but not the least, I want to say, please do leverage this platform. We will come back. Nagendra Garu, you mentioned, I like that aspect, right? Can we measure it? Next 1 year in terms of what we have achieved. We are just not here to really open it up and then say, oh, this great job, claps and go out, right? But even if it is 10 projects that you can make it impactful, I'll be more than happy. Or even a single project. Can somebody stand up and say, I have really contributed? And that's the practitioner view I want all of you to take over. Once again, I want to say, while there's a lot of perspective, how the patience is and all, but this is a positive I want to leave to the students. I was at another college doing, and I asked the principal, ma'am, she said, I said, I know you can give all the negative things. What is the one positive thing which you see in this generation? What she said? They're very inquisitive. They're very curious. I know they're lost with patience and all, but if you're able to lend that one hand, getting into their shoes and helping them go towards the growth, I think it will be very excellent. And I really see in my thing, when the freshers come in, they're not like the basic mainframes and all, but when you give them some very nice problems, right, the real challenges, they really do good. So that's to you, all of you. So please leverage this platform. It's truly honor once again, Nagendra Garu, Ashok Garu, I think for the Mallarity institutions and the NABARD, EPTRA and, including the entrepreneurship, right? To be here and share few of our experiences. All of this, what is sustainability, you'll find in ChatGPT, go and find. But I think the experiences you get from this platform, you'll not be able to find. It's only Tangirala Garu who has to be here, or Jyoti, Nagendra Garu, and everybody will speak, but that experience is not there in any of the books. Last one, are you going to earn for yourself, or can I really do something where I can create 500 jobs? Think about that. Thank you once again.